Welcome to the Crypto Stacker channel. My name is Dean. If you're watching my videos for the first time, please know I only make them for entertainment, education, and for community building in the crypto space. Today I'm talking about Terareum, and as every video I will say it, you have to do your own research before deciding if Terareum or any investment for that matter is right for you. Okay, don't take my word for it. Don't take anybody's word for it. Compile all the research you can before making your own informed decision. You guys, Terareum is really looking up here in the last few hours, and it's pretty obvious what the catalyst is for this increase in price. Currently up about 7%. If we look at the daily chart, you see that here just a few hours ago, we start seeing this, take a big run. That's a pretty steep run up right there. On the 7-day, still looking pretty strong. Most of the week holding our own above 8018, and I think that's a good sign. I'd like to see our support level be more around this 802, where if we dip down, we're dipping down to that level and we're building on that. And I think, we've got some catalysts apparently coming that might really help with strengthening the price and the floor for Terareum. So let's jump in, look at the spreadsheet really quick, and then I will kind of give you my thoughts on what I think's going on. So today is August the 4th. The current number of holders for Terareum are 10,573. It's an increase of 53. So since the burn went down, there was a buildup of people towards the burn, and then we actually lost 48 people, where people probably bought the rumor, sold the news, closed their account, and they moved on. Some of these same people might be these ones buying back in, but this more than makes up for the number that we dropped, right? We dropped 48 and we've picked up 53. Positive signs for me. I would love to see that number keep increasing. We want to see the holder count push through 11, then 12, and keep on moving up the ladder. Market cap currently sitting at 52,400,000. The fully diluted market cap, almost 200 million. Now, I focus more on market cap than I do on the fully diluted market cap, because the market cap represents the number of tokens that can actually be in the market or in the supply, the circulating volume. Now, I had to add to my own knowledge base that could also include reserve tokens. The ones that got burned in the 20 quad burn were not actually circulating in the market. They were held in reserve, and therefore it didn't have the effect on the price that I thought it would. But the fully diluted market cap, it represents if the price today were applied to the original minted quantity, or the 100 quad, what would the market cap be? And so this 200 million, that's, again, I'm saying that's where I'd like to see be the floor price. That would put our price at 802. Currently 80199. We're right there knocking on the door. And even though I prepared this a little while ago, we're still sitting there 8019. So things are looking good. Volume up here today, 204,000 on the same news that's pushing everything. The burn's still sitting 73.74, but 2.3 trillion tokens have burned in the last 2 days. All right. So before I jump in and show you what's causing all of this push with Terareum, I want to show you something that is in Dr. Praveen Budiga's feed. He posted this 17 hours ago. Somewhere he was able to find a link for the interview Milton did at the Crypto Expo Asia talking about Terareum. And he's talking with somebody here doing a nice interview. And if you watch this, even if you watch it with the sound off, I mean, it's only 1:31. I don't want to play it because it feeds back through the microphone. But what I can tell you is when Milton talks, he's very relaxed and he has what I would call a quiet confidence. He comes across as being humble, which I think is good, because you don't really want somebody who's overconfident and trying to be a maverick, pushing a product and promising things they can't deliver. So he comes across as being humble, but strong and confident. And this interview is a great demonstration of body language that we don't get to see from Milton usually, because in the AMAs, we usually see what you're seeing of me, right? We don't get this full view. So this is a nice little video. It's 1.5 minutes. You can find it in Dr. Praveen's Twitter feed. if you are not following Dr. Praveen, he's a great person to follow. He's one of the senior advisors for the project. All right. So I'm looking at this and I'm trying to figure out what's causing this pump in price. I've gone through pretty much everybody's feeds. The first thing I come across is Milton's Twitter feed and him saying all the government approvals ready as promised. So 8 hours ago, he says essentially Dubai is now in play, right? Whatever approvals we needed, they're done. We've had the US for quite some time. They started with that when they created an LLC in the United States at the beginning of the Terareum token launch. They got India about, 4 or 5, 6 weeks after the launch of the coin, and now have approval in Dubai. And I thought, man, that is a great thing, right? Dubai is a huge financial center in the world. But it doesn't seem like an adequate announcement for what he was talking about before. So he has this one little tweet here that caught my attention, where he just says, follow Terra Exchange. That's it. That's all he says. And if you go to this Terra Exchange, you can see that it just started in July. So this is a brand new Twitter page. It only has 400 followers. I'm now following it. I follow everything Terareum to try to stay on top of things. But it kind of gives me a sense that if I had to take a guess, when he talked a few days ago about the biggest bomb that he couldn't disclose because there are some policies and some docs that aren't in place, but that would be on cloud 9 when the announcement hits. Today, 15 hours ago, why wait 10 days? Bomb dropping tomorrow. Fasten your seatbelts, okay? That tweet right there is the one that sent the, it's bringing more holders to the table. It's bringing more dollars to the project. People are expecting a big announcement. Well, we know, again, if I go back to this, follow Terra Exchange up here, one tiny little tweet. Follow Terra Exchange. My hunch is maybe the exchange is ready to launch sooner than thought. Now, I've known from talking to these guys before Terareum was ever a token, and I only had a couple of conversations with them before the token launched, but Milton told me that they never intended to make Terareum the token. Originally, the project was designed as a centralized exchange. That was the purpose for Terareum. They were going to create a centralized exchange, and they had been working on it since 2021. So before they ever started with Terareum the token, which launched February 21st of 2022, they'd already been working on this. But we were kind of under the understanding that the exchange might launch late third quarter, which puts us into September, early fourth quarter, October, September, October. So if this drops soon, that would be big, Now, it could be something else. I don't have any inside information. I do not regularly reach out to the team directly. I follow the same feeds that you guys do, and I just talk about what's in front of me because that's a safer way to play the game. Okay? So, it's pretty exciting, you guys, and you can see it's definitely being reflected in the price here today of Terareum. So can't wait to see what it is. Now, one thing I can tell you is he posted that 15 hours ago, right? Well, you have to remember that right now it's 11:15 here where I live. They're 9 hours ahead. 11 and a half hours ahead. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning in India. So I don't know if he's talking about India tomorrow or our tomorrow, but either way, this could be big and coming in the next 24 hours at least. So looking forward to seeing what that is. I won't be making a video about it because I'm taking my son to college tomorrow, and I'm not planning on packing any of my stuff. I'm going to take him down, focus on him for 2 days, get him set up. When I come home, I'll do a review and other people will cover it, I'm sure. But you guys, I appreciate you as an audience. I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. And I try to do the best I can to give you solid information without overhyping things and always showing where I'm getting the information from. So you know that I'm not just pulling it out of thin air or inventing, information. Okay, so I want to finish this one out by just showing you my reflections. And guys, I am stoked, whatever this is, because my bags are loaded. I had a goal. It took me quite a while to get there, but I was able to purchase 10 trillion Terareum coins. So I've got my fingers crossed that the project does extremely well, not just for my own financial future, but honestly, there's so many good people in the Terra tribe. It's such a welcoming community. And this development team, of everything that I've seen from them, are sincere, kind people. I want to see them succeed. I want to see the good guys win every once in a while. So in the last 2 days, I've received 133, almost 134 million additional Terareum tokens, bringing my total reflections since February 21st to 36,363,000,000. Currently, I get to boost this up. 197. Currently, my reflections are worth about $72 US. And so, something I love about the project, guys. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Have an amazing night. Fingers crossed that this bombshell is absolutely mind-blowing. I hope so. Terareum, we wish you the best. Have a great night, you guys. Check back with me soon and we'll watch our crypto stacks grow together.